Hey y'all, welcome back. This is your host Jay Lee, and you're tuned into I Just Think It's Funny How, the podcast where we get into all things entertainment, culture, but especially music. If that sounds like something you might be into, stay along for the ride. Yes, we are back. It's giving consistency, it's giving following through the schedule, it's giving showing up for yourself. If you have any creative goals or dreams that are just itching at you on your mind, you've been thinking about it for a while, this is your sign to just do it. I am a type of person where I will have all these goals and visions and I'll be thinking hard about something and then somebody else will end up doing it, you know? And not to say it's not enough room on the earth for us to all do whatever we want to do, but it is like a bad feeling like when you literally were thinking about something and somebody else just goes and does it. Like they have more audacity, you know? And I'm telling you, like you got that audacity, you got the vision. Just go forward with it, mama. You feel me? So I'm excited to be back. Thank you guys for tuning in again. Today we're gonna get into another project. It is the Doechii album. I don't know. Is it an EP? I'm going to call it an album because it was just that good. It's called Alligator Bites Never Heal. And if you haven't had the chance to listen, hopefully today will inspire you to give her a listen because she truly deserves it. Just a little bit about Miss Doechii. Okay, so Jayla Hickman, which is her real name, known professionally as Doechii, is an American rapper and singer. And after releasing her debut EP, All the Places You'll Go, she rose to prominence on TikTok with the viral success of her 2021 song, Yucky Bucky Fruitcake. She's born in Tampa, Florida. She's 26 years old. She signed to Top Dog Entertainment and Capitol Records, and she's also known as the Swamp Princess. So I'm just going back down into the little history lane and looking at how I was introduced to Doechii. I know that she's a rapper, but she's also like a pop princess in my eyes because some of the songs that I remember being like, oh, I like her was Persuasive. She's so persuasive, that marijuana, okay? And then that was 2 years ago. And then last year she did What It Is, Yo. Oh, what's up? Like she did a little remix to that. And What It Is, Yo. Oh, what's up? That was a video I replayed because not only was she giving face and body, she gave a little choreo. And the song was catchy AF. And it had Kodak Black on it. So I really enjoyed that song, and it was, again, just a constant replay of mine. But again, her songs are giving more like a poppy feel to me, and that's just how I came to like know her. Now, although I know who Doechii is, I'm not gonna lie, I did sleep on Oh, the Places You'll Go, which was her first kind of like big project. That came out in 2020. This new project, Alligator Bites Never Heal, of course, came out this year, 2024. So there is a project that I did miss out on. And after listening to Alligator Bites Never Heal, I low-key need to go back. I need to do my research because I was not familiar with her repertoire. I was not familiar with her game. Like, give me your game card. You feel me? Like, she is very, very, very talented. Alligator Bites Never Heal have a total of 19 songs, but it's mostly her. I believe on this one, not even believe, I'm looking right now, it's only one feature. And when I tell you she held her own, I was very entertained throughout this whole entire album. Like, she really didn't need nobody else. And I feel like this was her, I guess, second debut, because again, I did miss the first one. But with this project, what it did for me personally was introduce me to all of her different flows, all of her different abilities, and really showcased her talent. Like, I feel like it was sonically amazing. I feel like it was a great deep dive into who Doechii is. So if you haven't listened to the project yet, the first half is going to give you very, I don't want to say boom bap, but that's the best way I can give it to you. Real rap, raw shit. You feel me? She is in her rapper bag. And not her girly rapper bag, but we'll get more into that. And then the second half is going to give you more melodic, more pop, more vocals, if you will. So again, the first half, like from her intro on down, I was like, okay, she is a rapper, not a girl rapper. She's a rapper. Now, when I say she's not a girl rapper, she's a rapper. Of course, she's a girl and she raps, but I'm saying she can sit with the guys. We have a lot of female talent. We have a lot of women rappers at this time, and it's more prominent, I feel like, than it's ever been. And I'm not talking about I'm talking about the newer generation. I'm talking about your Bias. I'm talking about your Flo Millies. I'm talking about, I would even say your Doja Cats. Nicki and Cardi, like, Cardi's not as, of an OG as Nicki, but I'm saying the new girlies. And within that group of people, I'm feeling like only 2 of them can sit with the guys. And Doechii is one of those girls. As I'm listening to this project, I literally want to read these lyrics off to y'all, but they're so, she's so animated in her delivery, and I know it's just not going to land the same. But on Boiled Peanuts, that's her second song off the project. It's really giving like an old school feel with the production. I really enjoyed that. And just for a couple lyrics, I'm laughing because I already know it's not going to hit the same. She said, "You want some boiled peanuts?" The fuck is a boiled peanut? It's a sunny day. The gang's out here, no chip on my shoulder. And then she does this laugh and she's like, ah, ha, 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 ha. And that's just one of the things, like I'm saying, she's so animated. Anyway, to keep going, she repeats that again and gets into a verse. 2910 East Genesee Street, where the blank mix weed with the nicotine treats. I wish I had a soda and a dime piece, B, so I could just kick back and sip my lime in peace. Easy breezy, beautiful, erratic, scatter-minded manic, borderline addict. I try to take the sober route and end up on a dead end. Now everything I joke about just ends up on a Reddit. That's just a little piece. Again, I'm no Doechii. Even the production that she chose, it was giving like real old school flow, and I just enjoyed it. One thing that I got from this project, and why I was so on the edge of my seat with every single song, was I never knew how she was gonna come. Because again, I'm remembering persuasive. It's persuasive. It's not that. It's not that. She can go into a whole nother bag, and like you can only do what? Appreciate it. Moving right along, let's get into Denial is a River. This is one of my standouts on the first half of the album. She is basically talking to herself and giving insight about what she has currently been going through. And it's just kind of like an honest conversation that one might have with themselves. This song is produced by Ian James, Joey Hamrock, and Banser. All right, y'all. You know I love a good lyric, so let's get into some lyrics. This is again from Denial is a River by Doechii. The first half is just like a little intro between her and herself, that she also plays as like a different character. Somebody that she can basically bend to. Verse 1 starts off as, remember old dude from 2019, nice clean, ninja did me dirtier than laundry. Took a scroll through his IG just to get a DM from his wifey. I was so confused. What should Doechii do? She didn't know about me and I didn't know about Sue. I opened up the messages and I had to hit the Zoom. Turns out the girl was really a dude. She then continues, ninja think he slicked back till I slipped back, got my lick back, turned a ninja to a knick-knack. I moved on, dropped a couple songs, and then I went and got signed. Now it's 2021. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, you did. Now, men cheat all the time. And I know it's probably happened to a lot of people. But imagine you finding out that your dude that you was with was really cheating on you with another dude. And it said wifey, so where they like married, is giving trauma. The song, I really like it because she's very vulnerable. She's not shy. She's telling you really what's going on. She's putting you all in her business, and she don't care. To go into the second verse, platinum record this, viral record that. I'm making so much money, I'm all over the net. I'm moving so fast, no time to process. And no, I'm not in a gang, but I'm always on set. Wrist, watch, drip, drop. Labels want the TikToks. Now I'm making TikTok music. What the F? I need cleanse, need a detox. But we ain't got time to stop, the charts need us. And they do. Fast forward me 2023, I'm stacking lots of cheese and making money. My grass is really green. So basically here, she's just going over the fact that how her success has created the labels to kind of pressure her more about that TikTok music. And you hear artists talk about that all the time. Like, these labels want me to make TikTok music. And I kind of feel bad because I am on TikTok a lot and we love a good TikTok jam. But I can see how that could make an artist kind of feel like, dang, I can't even be creative how I want to. Like, the TikTok hits come authentically because it's catchy and the fans like it and the listeners are, into it. But to be forced to do something like that has to be challenging. So I do feel for her in that space. She does go through and continue with telling some more of her story. She gets into like her experience throughout Hollywood, and that was also really interesting to hear. But I really enjoyed how the song ended. It ended with her doing a breathing exercise with herself, and it went along with the beat, and it was super quirky, yet interesting. And I love her storytelling. I love her storytelling. To get into the second half of the album, which is kind of more my speed, I'm not gonna lie. I love all of the like real rap stuff, but what I listen to mostly on a daily basis is more of, I don't know, the softer stuff, like still rapping, but this is like real hardcore rap stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I love that, and I can appreciate it, especially while listening to a project. I can identify someone's talent, and being able to rap, however, is that something I listen to on a daily basis? Not really, if I'm just being honest. But getting into the second half of the album, Bloom is one of the ones that kind of stuck out to me just because she was being honest again in her storytelling. And in her intro, she just kind of says out loud that, she's constantly trying to remember, like, okay, you have to chase your goals, but you got to check in with your mom, and you got to make sure your sisters are okay. You got to make sure your bills are paid, but you got to make sure you have fun and time for you, time for your friends. And like, I just constantly feel like I'm neglecting parts of my life. Nope. God made a day 24 hours. Yeah, it's a lot of time. Because you just can't do it all in one. She continues on and continues on with that little blurb about how she feels about life. And if I can only say that I connected with that so much, life pulls you in 1,003,000 different directions. And she was just talking about the guiltiness that one might feel for not being able to be in 7,000 places at once. And what I got from this song is be who you are, be present. You can't go backwards, and just really take in each moment. I really enjoyed that song. And again, I just connected with it because, again, feeling guilty. Just me personally, I'm all the way out in California. I have younger siblings, and, they're living their lives. I want to be there for them. Then I'm trying to pursue my goals and my dreams, and I still got to work a 9 to 5. And is it my favorite thing to do? Absolutely not. And then my mom, they're getting older. Like, it's so many things that not only she has to deal with, but I know everyone in life has to deal with. So that was just really cool. I love when you can relate to an artist and they, are kind of where you are in life. So that was really neat to see. And again, I just like that song. That one again is Bloom. Feel free to. I was not going to go over Nia Sound Ultima because to me, if I've heard a song months before a project is actually released or something during the rollout, I kind of don't count that song. But Nia Sound Ultima, speaking of a TikTok song, this is a TikTok song, and I hear it all the time, and it's so catchy, it's so good, and I love the video because Doechii being on TDE, speaking of TDE, hold on, rewind. Who on TDE can't hold their own? Who on TDE can't rap? I mean, SZA, but no, SZA, she was rapping on her last project too. Who can't hold their own is all that I'm saying. Doechii is a performer. She is talented. She can perform. I already said that. But she's just so talented, and she can sit with the boys. So on this video, like, I like the fact that most of the guys from TDE were all sitting there with her and backing her and kind of hyping the song up because it's that good. This song is produced by Childish Major. It's track 13 off the project. And if you've been on TikTok, wake up, get your in my makeup face, get your makeup. Like, it's very catchy. But I like when she be like, put the motherfucking money in my motherfucking hands. I'm in Gucci in my body. I'm spending on the pants. Like, so good. Chef's kiss. So she definitely has a TikTok song off this project. If that's what her label wanted, they got one. Okay. All right. So we're definitely towards the end of the album at this point. One of the other ones that stuck out to me was GTFO. This is the only feature kind of on the project. It's Doechii and Cunt Fetish, produced by Devin Malik. And I just like this one. It feels good. She's basically saying, bitch, move, get the out my way, bitch, move. And it just feels good. It sounds good. Production is A1, especially while you're in the car. Just to go over some of the lyrics. Move, B, get out the way. If you plan on heavy stepping, girl, you better sashay. Peter Piper pimpin' poker, call me Mrs. Parlay. And I'm carrying these B's like my period is late. Why you say I do that ish when I didn't do that ish? Pull up looking like a lick, then I sped off in a Benz. Victoria's Secret, she in lingerie ish. 2 feet kicking ish. We on lean just doing ish. I don't know. It's like a fun, upbeat, tell you about yourself, get out my way. Like, you feel me? Like, I don't know. You got to listen to it. It is on the playlist, but go listen to it. Listen to the whole project, really. But I do like, bitch, get the out my way. It sounds good in the car. That's all I know. One of the last ones I kind of wanted to go over was Slide. Slide is that girl. Definitely up my lane. Definitely in my bag. You feel me? From what I can tell, a lot of the fans like Slide. And I also saw that she did a performance recently and she performed this song and she did great. This is track 16, Slide, produced by Cal Banks. This one just feels good. It's like a super girly, I like the way you move. I like the way you move. Melody go crazy. And it just feels good. It's like a little girly bop. But I needed one of those and she gave it to me. I really like this one. This one is also on the playlist. Not to say it's the last song on the project that slaps, but this is one of the last ones I'm going to go over. It's Beverly Hills. One thing I do want to start off by saying is that she did skits so well on this project. Usually I hate a skit because skits are like, artists sometimes count those as songs and it'll be like track 11, it's a skit. Like, and I don't want to hear that. And it's too long. It goes too long-winded and it kind of takes away from the experience of the project. Like, I low-key find myself skipping over those after the first listen, of course. Like, I listen to it all the way through, but I'm like, I will never listen to that again. And the way that Doechii did her skits on this one, it was straight to the point, really gave you insight, gave you a little bit more value to the experience of the listening of a project, you know? And I like the way that she did it. Beverly Hills definitely starts off with a skit and goes right into her singing, and it just sounds so beautiful. But the message of the song is deep. I feel like it's deep. Beverly Hills is a song basically about a woman being at her wit's end with a relationship, her kind of opening her eyes and realizing like, hey, I want more from myself than this person even wants from me, let alone themselves. And she's just kind of going over those emotions, but it's sung beautifully. And some of the lyrics from the song that kind of stuck out to me was the talk that ish, I'ma talk it. Get your ish before I walk in. No more fits about to lock in. Had that grip, then you lost it. That's kind of like the hook aspect. And one of the most catchiest lines is like, I would rather cuss you out somewhere in Beverly Hills. Like, but we're here. You must be mad if you think I'ma laugh at the ish ass jokes that you talking. You should be glad that I ain't breaking the glass that you bought last year for my birthday. I do big things. I got big plans. I got big dreams. Need a real man. You down real bad if you think I'ma not talk how I walk that walk. To be so argumentative, I'd rather curse you out somewhere in Beverly Hills. Recognize who you is, you missing out on rent, could never compromise where we live. Try to brag in your ear, but every time you speak, I'm just interpreting fear. It's hard. It's so hard. It is so hard. Not to put y'all too much in my business, but it is nothing worse than being with somebody who is kind of scared of their own potential and is comfortable with where they are. I'm not in that relationship now, but in a past situation, I can say it is difficult for even a man with a woman or a woman with a man or a man with a man, whoever you are with. And that person is just, they're scared of, of growing, especially when you're someone who has like all this potential deep within yourself and you want more. You don't want to settle. So I feel like this song was just, again, beautifully sung, beautifully written. beautifully performed, and she really was just giving insight on a relationship where she wanted more for herself, and she's just kind of at the end with that person and just expressing that. So I did like that one. It also, even though it's so deep, it also sounds really beautiful. So shout out to Doechii for that. If you have not listened to Alligator Bites Never Heal, you're sleeping, so hopefully this woke you up. But that is my album review on Doechii. Out of a 10, I'm going to give Doechii a strong 8.5. A 8.5 because it was a beautiful project from top to bottom. She gave you different elements of herself. She told stories. She didn't have to have too many features. Okay, baby girl held her own, and I'm so excited to see what Doechii brings to the table. This is only the beginning for her. This is like literally her second quote unquote big project. So with her growth, with her being signed already, like, I'm excited. I hope to get more features with other artists with her, because I know she probably sounds really good with other people as well. But again, this album really didn't need nobody. It truly didn't need nobody else. I like the feature that was there. Again, get the my way been moved. I like that one. So if y'all haven't listened, wake it on up. The project is only, let me see how many minutes you need to dedicate. Let's see. It's only 47 minutes, guys. You have 47 minutes. Especially if you're in LA traffic, you got a good 47 minutes to give. Give it to Doechii. All right, guys, the last segment of my little show here is, again, I want to go on a site, the Shade Room to be specific, and just kind of see what's going on. I do get a lot of the tea from, a lot of the mess from TikTok, but where it's all kind of centered in one space, I do not get on the Shade Room ever anymore. I don't even follow them just because it's so messy and so dark. But just to see what I can stomach and see what's going on, let's see what's going on, guys. First post, Usher had a Brooklyn lit. Usher had Brooklyn lit. Taraji P. Henson, Victoria Monet, and Young Miami joined him. Ooh. Okay. It's good to see Young Miami out and doing her thing. Usher must be feeling better from that other little video I had seen, because that was not Usher, baby. Brian McKnight, messy scrolling. Okay, they got light-skinned Keisha looking good. She had her baby, and she has been working out, y'all. I be seeing her little gym videos, and she's inspiring me. I want a trainer so bad, but they are so expensive out here. So I downloaded a little app. I joined the gym. We shall see how it goes. I'll keep y'all posted. Tristan with his son. Very cool, very great. Oh, yes, Krishan Rock did come home. Her skin looks beautiful. Her skin looks great. I'm happy she's out. I hope that she has had some time to kind of, think. I don't know her personally. I don't know what all is shenanigans and what's not just for the camera, but I'm really hoping that she has a really positive year within this next year, a really positive end to her year. I'm pretty sure she's happy to be out so she could be with her son. So that's really good to see. It's a little video of them like hugging and the baby holding her face. That's great. That is wonderful. That's positive. We love that. Moving right along. Oh my God. Someone passed away. Yes. Rich homie Quan. Fuck. That is really sad. That is so sad. RIP to Rich homie Quan. Prayers to his family. That is so sad. Jesus Christ. Moving on. Cleopatra, she's on the radar. I know she's been getting a lot of like news and tea with the whole Ice Spice situation. We don't know what happened, guys. We were not there, but it's nothing more sad than when two friends fall out. From what I did see, Cleopatra was invited to the Ice Spice tour via Ice Spice, and I guess there was a communication error because Cleopatra thought something different than what Ice Spice gave outside of giving her a platform and an opportunity. And after kind of getting some more information from both sides, I just think there was a communication issue. And I think that both parties should have had more of their business straight. Like, I think maybe Ice Spice could have been more upfront with, hey, like, this is what's going on. I don't know if you want to come, girl. You would have to pay for, your room and your food and everything, but you are more than welcome on a tour. And that would have gave Cleopatra the space and opportunity to be like, hey, yeah, like, I can definitely do that. I can afford that. I'm well prepared for that. It was a good space and opportunity for her to showcase her music and kind of get some of the Ice Spice fans and listeners like a chance to get to know her. So that was like a great opportunity. So I could see why she would want to run to that. But maybe, and she did say like she only had one day to prepare for that. So they probably didn't have enough time to even get into all the details. But after a couple days had gone by on tour and she didn't like what she was seeing or she didn't like the treatment that she was receiving, Cleopatra, I feel like that would have been a great time to try to communicate with your friend and be like, hey girl, like, thank you so much for inviting me. Like, this has been super cool. I'm so happy for this opportunity again. Thank you. I was just wondering a couple of things that I noticed, like with the room situation, like, am I supposed to be paying for all my rooms? And like, I don't know, you said that you had me. And then as far as food, like, hey, like, what's going on? And they could have cleared that right on up. But hopefully they can, you know, become friends again or work through it. Maybe they can, I don't know. But I hate to see when girlies fall out. But that is all that I have the room and capacity for mentally to even go through no mess and no drama. So I'm going to end this episode right here. I thank you guys for tuning in like so much. It really means a lot to me. And I just thank you for going through the learning and trial and error process of this. I'm trying to remain consistent. This has been fun for me so far, and I hope that you've had fun listening. And I will see you on the next episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a great week. Bye.